This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Air Force's offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get in those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons are on the move. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Sends it back in motion. On the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Sexton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down. couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing. Didn't turn it over. Dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards. But guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Goes to the option. There he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball on the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Falcons! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Santos. Catch in the middle, it's Fuentes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the option. Gets it past the marker. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Motion from the back. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Air Force.
Let's go. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Falcons are rolling down the field.
Blue 27 patio. Blue 27 patio.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 72 yards. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to know when to give up the play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the...
Turning it on. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UNLV pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Rebels were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Santos. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pocket breaking down. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send the back in motion. The option look. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
On the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Air Force. 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Hold on.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. To throw, it's Santos. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Via the screen.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears send out the punt unit. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Sends it back in motion. He'll pitch it. Bounced off his feet.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
On the option. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Falcons will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Santos. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Fuentes. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the Falcons will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Gets the back moving. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Air Force.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got it behind the line. It's Sexton. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Falcons are flying down the field. Run it with the fullback. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Off to the fullback. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Might be changing the route. Sticks it in his belly. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Now on the option. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Motion from the back. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The pitch to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Cooks. Rushes on him, trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to get him down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're facing a 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Turning it on! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sexton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points. And